while I was serving, when I was about to pass out, and then there was a vacancy at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So I applied for the job. I went through the, aptitude test, interview, and to the glory of God, I got the job. And here we are, 11 years later.
Wow. It just seems like it moved from 0 to 100 real quick. But trust me, there's a process and there's a lot of in-betweens, going on there. For starters, you're a confirmed worry girl.
Oh, yes,
we can say that. So it's
of course.
Worry to the world.
Of course. Yeah. So I was born and raised in Worry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So do you speak any Pidgin English?
Of course I do.
Ooh.
I speak Pidgin English. I speak Ishekiri fluently.
You speak Ishekiri?
Fluently.
So how do we greet people? Let's greet people so that we believe, because they say, are you sure this one she's speaking all this plenty English like this? Are you sure she can?
So what do you want me to talk?
Hey! Get them. Back to back. No, you're clear area and I make area no say based on one or two. Say as you grow up for areas, you still get area for your body.
Full-blooded.
Full-blooded.
Yeah.
Okay. So you eat owo and starch?
I eat owo and starch. I eat banga soup, melon pepper soup, okra soup, starch, everything.
You played in the sand. You did all the type of games.
And maybe I didn't really play in the sand though. I'm not sure I did that. No.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about your journey, right? What propelled you from that young age? What's that motivation that you had as a young child to say, I'm more than this worry girl, type thing. I'm more than this.
Yeah, I really don't know what it was, but I've always thought, there's more. There's more to just being in Worry. Seeing movies, seeing Lagos, and, I just wanted to be more. I wanted to be out there. I've always wanted that. In fact, after service, I didn't return to Worry because I served in Lagos State. And at the time, my mom knew. Then she had a shop and, before I finished, she was like, oh, Roger, what's your plan? I was like, of course, I want to get a job. She now said, okay, that's plan A. So what's plan B? I was like, I don't have plan B, just plan A. And she said, okay, she had 2 shops at the time. She was like, okay, your plan B would be, I'm proposing, I'll give you the bigger shop. I would move to the smaller one. You'd manage it, you'd pay off the sales girl, just take charge, be the manager and everything. I was like, okay, but I still didn't want that. And she knew. So I still didn't return. At the time, I had already applied for the foreign affairs job and obviously to some other companies at the time. And in between, I think the College of Education Worry, they were also recruiting. And my parents, they're like, oh, you should apply. They forced me. And I sent in my application. I was also called for an interview at the time for the aptitude test and subsequently the interview. So my mom was even teasing me. She was like, Orishe. So I had not heard back from Foreign Affairs at the time. So I just did the aptitude test at Foreign Affairs. That was all. So she was teasing me like, Orishe, say you don't want to work in Worry. See you now. You're coming back to Worry. I'm like, no. Coincidentally, the day I went for my interview at College of Education was when my name was published for the interview for Foreign Affairs. And, she was also very happy about that. So like, oh, wow, But I've always, I don't know, from a very young age, I knew there was more. I wanted more. I just didn't want to remain small or just being Worry. And when people see me, they find it difficult to believe that, oh, I was born and raised in Worry. They'll be like, it's a lie. It's not true. Maybe you're raised in Lagos, or I want to be at Botas, or no, I wasn't.
You're actually raised
in Worry.
In Worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
VIA Street. I don't know if you know that. Somewhere around in Marine Quarters.
Marine Quarters.
Yeah, that was where I was raised.
Street.
Yeah, VIA Street.
Confirmed. Old Worry. Okay. Now, so for the child, for the students, for the youths, for the young one who's listening to you right now, who feels like, I also feel like there's something on the inside of me. I don't just want to be like, there's nothing wrong with Worry, but I just want to limit myself to this space where it is like, this is all that I am. But I don't exactly have the money, or maybe I don't have the support. When you had that innate desire on the inside of you, did you have a good support system? Did you have backing? What else did you have apart from that? What was step 2?
Well, God was step 1 all the way, trusting God. Because, for instance, when I picked up the form at the Civil Service Commission in Ibadan for Foreign Affairs, where lots of people, you can imagine, And someone was like, "Oh, me, I don't get this work already. Oh. My uncle is an whether a commodore or something, something. First of all, I don't even have anyone. There are people that actually believe for you to get up there, you need to know someone or know someone. I knew nobody. Nobody. Was absolutely God all through, all the way. Like God saw me through every step of the way from, picking up the form. Because first and foremost, you're like, oh, you ought to have passed out and you have to present your discharge certificate before you can even get the form. At the time, I was still serving and it was just few days to my personal parade. Thankfully, the deadline for submission of the form was a day after my POP. So immediately I picked up my certificate, I went straight to Ibadan to submit my form. So now, how did I even get the form? Everyone was crowded at the time. I don't know if you know Ibadan very well. The Civil Service Commission was filled up with people, front, back, everywhere. In fact, I even attempted to even buy the form from someone. I was like, oh, because I don't have this. And the person was like, oh, twin. I was like, oh, I don't have that. They were just teasing me at the time. Then I just went behind and I just said a little prayer to God. I was like, God, please shine your light on me. And from nowhere, someone was like, one of the officials that came from Abuja was like, do you want the form? I said yes. And he sent someone to give me the form. The first person he sent ran away with the form because, at the time, everybody wanted the form. So I signaled to him to say, oh, I've not found the form. I've not gotten the form yet. And then he sent another core member that was working there to say, okay, go and give this lady. So he gave me a lot of form. I think like 3 forms. So we're leaving. And it was when I was leaving, that was when someone was like, oh, so you applied you're going for foreign affairs. I said, yeah, what's your number? I was like, oh, my form doesn't have a number. He now said, no, this is not foreign affairs form. Foreign affairs form, they actually numbered them. So I had to go back to the commission. Then it was already 5 p.m. So they're allowing people, the office had closed so people could actually go in. And then I met the young man. Till tomorrow, he didn't even tell me his name. I can't even recognize him if I see him tomorrow. So I was like, oh, thank you very much for the form. But I actually want the one because then there was vacancy for labor and Ministry of Labor and Productivity, Ministry of Education, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But I was like, I want Ministry of Foreign Affairs because I studied French. So I felt, oh, that was where I'll be able to, function better. And he now said, oh, we've already locked up the form. And it was the same core member that said, oh, you remember there's somewhere we used to keep stuff. Just you can keep it there because he was returning to Abuja the following day. And now she now said, oh, when she comes on Monday, she can come over on Monday and I'll give her the form. Then I said, okay, that's fine. So I went over with the form. I went back to Lagos because I was serving in Lagos. And I told my mom everything as usual because, we speak every day. And she was like, okay. On Monday morning, so I went with someone, another friend I met in Lagos. And she was like, oh, she has a friend, Jumoke. Jumoke is doing a master's. And she was doing a master's in Ife at the time. That she's coming to Lagos. So on her way to Lagos, she just stop at Ibadan, pick up the form. Then I can, give her one of the forms I have and all of that. It seemed like a perfect plan at the time. I told my mom and she was like, oh, perfect. On Monday morning, she called me. She was like, oh, Arisha, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm preparing to go to NYC camp. We have Empire to practice for. She was like, will NYC give you a job? I said, no. She now said, do you have a job? I said, no. She said, go to Ibadan. I was like, but I already told you, Jumoke. She now said, your fate and Jumoke's fate is different. That's what she told me. And I was like, look, I don't have transport. She said, I'll send you money. And that's why I went to Ibadan. I grumbled, but I went to Ibadan. When I got to Ibadan, I tried calling the core member I saw at the time. Her number wasn't connecting. So imagine if it was Jumoke that went there, should have called. And, she wouldn't be able to reach the person. So because I knew her facially, so I just went, I walked around and thankfully I found her. So that was how I was able to get the form. But if Jumoke had gone, should have been like, oh, why am I tried reaching this person and the number didn't connect and, should come back without the form. So that was how I got my form for Foreign Affairs. Then the day after I passed out, I just went straight to Ibadan, submitted, and that was it. Next thing, names were published for the aptitude test in Port Harcourt. And a friend that helped me check, he was like, oh, where am I? I saw your name. I saw your brother's name. Just tell your father, start calling people, call everybody, otherwise you will not get this job. I just told him, I said, I'm not going to call anybody, but I'll get the job. And that was it. It was like, where am I? I said, let's watch and see.
So you had deep convictions on the
like
inside
I had
of
deep
you.
faith in God.
Deep faith in God.
Yeah, I just felt God would come true for me.
Okay, so apart from having support systems going on there, I think if there's something we can draw or take from this is the God factor. So just in case you're a worried child who's listening, or even not a worried child, but you represent the worried child from wherever it is that you are all over the world, if you don't have anyone, you have God, all right? And then they will say that our help does not come from abroad, from connections and all of that, even though those could be useful, mainly, majorly, it comes from God. One with God indeed is majority. I'm liking your story already. Okay, so let's fast forward to the part where you got to school, and now it's time for you to get into your career. I want us to talk about your career for a little bit.
Okay. So I wrote my WAEC, NECO, and it was at the time I was about to get into school. That was when they introduced the post-UME. So I think I'd applied for Delsu and Uniport. So at the time, my dad was like, oh, Delsu, they don't like Delsu. So I didn't go for the post-UME. After registering and everything, I just didn't go. I was waiting for an admission in Unijust to study law. That was my preferred choice. So while waiting, so someone just came and said, oh, instead of sitting at home, why not just do post-UME pre-degree in Delsu, just to while away the time instead of just being at home doing nothing. So I was like, okay, fine. But then the courses they had were I was an art student, so they had just French language, music, and fine arts. So I was like, oh, of course I can't do music. I can't do fine arts. So French was like the best option for me. And I went in, I did the French language. I passed the post-UME, got into 100 level. I was already in 100 level. Then my admission came in just. But I was like, so, I had like two options. I was like, oh, no, I'll just continue with the French. So that was when I studied French language and, did my NYC and, got the job and everything. And thankfully, so while I was even looking for a job, I was just desperate to get something doing in Lagos. That was after my service. So I applied to, I can't even remember the company. I think I applied to be like a secretary or something. And I remember the man saying, oh, you studied French. Why? I believe like I see a lot of potentials in you. I don't think you should, I'm willing to give you this job if you want it, you're beyond qualified, but I feel like something good is coming for you. I feel like maybe in about a month you could get a job and then you saw me you want to resign and all of that. Then he gave me his kind of was like, just go and think about it. If you really want it, I'll give it to you, but I feel like there's something coming for you. And lo and behold, in less than a month was when the job for the foreign affairs, that's like the aptitude test, I was shortlisted for the aptitude test. And of course, I didn't take that job. So, I waited, I trusted God. And yeah, it was just God.
You got the job.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the transition. So you didn't start big, as it were.
Not at all.
You started from the bottom, you climbed your way to the top. Where are you presently?
So presently, okay, now I'm back to the ministry. Right now I'm a level 12 officer.
That's Ministry of
Foreign Affairs in Abuja.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You're a level 12 officer.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good place to clap if you ask me.
I mean, it wasn't like it was all rosy joining the ministry. It starts
But
from
it was good.
of course, it was good, but I mean, there are always challenges along the way.
Right.
Right.
So what's the one perception you would like the world to have about worry and the worry child?
Oh, well, I think first for the worry child, I want them to know school is not a scam. Because lately, that's what we will hear all over the internet, like, oh, school na scam. Well, no way. Not at all. Don't ever, believe that's a lie. And wherever you are, you should also believe in the process. Wherever you find yourself, enjoy the process. Enjoy the process, trust in God and move higher.
Enjoy the process. Trust God.
Trust God. And, of course, you always have a dream like, okay, this is my target. I want to be somewhere. While you're working towards your target, enjoy the process. Don't feel like, oh, I'm being stagnated. Oh, look at my colleagues or my friends or they're already here and there. No, don't rush it. Always trust the process.
Always trust the process. So
Yeah.
that's your message to the child, the worry child, the worry girl, the worry boy who's listening to you right now.
Worry girl, worry boy.
Ogiame Matu could make it. You too can. Let's celebrate that. Now you are on the international platform, global platform, right? What is one orientation or mindset or perception that you want the outside world to change about worry in Nigeria? Because they have a lot of perception. Oh, worry those people, they don't do anything. They're very aggressive. They're too volatile. They're blah, blah, blah. So, personally for you, what's your word to them?
Oh, well, yeah, they have bad perceptions about worry in general and people from worry. But then when you check out in different sectors, people from worry are actually high flyers. Yeah, they're able to combine their street credibility and their intellect. You don't have to look down on when you say, "Oh, this person is from Warri." Don't feel like this person has nothing to offer. We actually have more than enough to offer the world.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then just the final word, because you're like an inspiration right now to a lot of people who are watching and who are viewing this. We're talking about the future of the Warri child. We're talking about the Warri child in general. And then those who are not even from Warri, who are just viewing this, who feel like, oh, I've been segregated, I've been left behind, I'm nothing, I don't have anything on the inside of me. As an inspirational voice, what do you have to tell that person who is watching?
Well, first of all, everyone has something inside of them. Regardless of where you are now, there's always something, and you have a place at the top. You have a space at the top. Don't just allow your background to. I mean, time is so short, so I really can't tell you my story. But I've gone through very serious challenges. But here I am today. I look nothing like where I'm coming from or what I've been through. So don't allow anything or anyone pull you down. Don't look down on yourself either. Don't be like, okay, like if there's an opportunity, don't feel like, oh no, it's not meant for me. It's meant for them. They can do it better. No, you should, make an effort. And when you fail, failure is not the end of the world. When you fail, just know, okay, this is just one way I shouldn't do it. You should make an attempt to do better. Do it in a different way and you will get there. Thank you.
You'll get there. I think that's also a good place to clap your glass. That has been very inspirational, very motivational, and very inspiring, for me who's just sitting here watching her talk about this. So like I said earlier, again, if a Ogiame Atuwatse who grew up here in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria, can become a diplomat, work on international platforms, travel around the world, you too can. Who's listening? Don't let your background make your back fall on the ground. You got this. You can, you will, and you must. It's Warri to the world because we're global like that. Alrighty then. Thank you so much for staying with us and having a great time. Until next time, adios.
Atlantic TV, culturally inclined and uniquely different.
Don't miss out on exciting news, events, and more. Stay connected by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV.
I can say I am super excited over this initiative. All this while a lot of funds are spent on social media for entertainers. Nobody seems to pay attention to the academic industry. So for this initiative to come from the Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwatse III, wow, kudos to him. And also kudos to the Koran Foundation. I just want to pray that this initiative will not stop here. It will continue and grow up the future of the Warri child.
I would say I'm very excited and happy at the same time. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone here and everything. I'm truly humble and grateful for this opportunity to stand here today as a recipient of Rise International School. I would say the scholarship is more than just a scholarship or a financial support. It is a testament of faith and trust placed in me. I would say a very big thank you to His Royal Majesty Olu of Warri and the Coral Care Foundation. Thank you very much.
At least you have wiped away the tears of an indigent student, and we know that you will not disappoint you. We appreciate you, Olu, Warri Ogiame Atuwatse III, for this magnanimous gift he has given to us. And we are praying that when you come again, to be 5 students, 10 students, and we pray that God will bless him, his reign will be peaceful, and God will bless the works of his hands. His subject, we will obey him, and we're going to reverence him in all that he does, in the States, in Nigeria, internationally, worldwide.
We are hoping that our school will come out as first in the competition, and it will help improve the education standard of schools that will participate generally. So we hope that all schools will be serious, and First Oxford School, Saple, will come out as the winning school.
I'm very excited.
I'm very happy. This is a very great project. It's very, very good. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. And the beneficiary's mother will be very happy because she's a single mom. The boy lost the dad ever since he was young, so she has been the one taking care of him. So she will be very, very happy. And also the school is very happy for this opportunity. We say thank you very much.
I'm very grateful for what you have done. I promise to always make him proud.
I feel honored, appreciated, and very excited.
In fact, it's so amazing. Especially with these hard times, parents are finding it difficult to cope. If you look at, there are so many students that may find it difficult to pay, be able to raise this enrollment ceremony. So it's a very wonderful thing. We appreciate it a lot. I'm so grateful.
The Ogiame Atuwatse III inter-collegiate quiz and debate competition.
Boys and girls, lovers of brilliant minds and debates, welcome to the final face-off and showdown of the debate round knockout stage for the Ogiame Atuwatse III inter-collegiate quiz and debate competition. Yes. I'm your moderator, and I wish this will not end, but we're going to have to end this up after the session, huh? That's the second round, debate edition for 10 million naira. Oh my God. Rejoice, Debekebe is my name. Super pumped to be here. Glad to have this amazing, energetic audience. Can you celebrate you, please? And also to our phenomenal judges that have been on standby all through. Let's also celebrate them. And those working behind the scenes, the camera, the timekeeper, and our brilliant minds. Let's celebrate them as well. Okay, so one stage, we have 2 schools. Oh my goodness, we're about to shut it down with a bang. How's it gonna be? We're gonna find out shortly. We have now contending Dornuma College versus St. Michael High School. And then they're battling for and against the topic. The question, does celebrity influence have a negative impact on Nigerian youths? We're gonna find out at the end of this session. Join me as I make welcome the lead speaker from Dornuma College.
The postman once said, and I quote, "Celebrities are poor role models, promoting values of materialism, hedonism, and self-aggrandizement that can be damaging to young people. When celebrities are idolized and emulated, it can lead to a distortion of values where wealth, fame, and status are prioritized rather than developing meaningful skills and relationships. With this, I say, good day moderators, panel of adjudicators, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, listeners, ladies and gentlemen. Standing before you is the person of Ogiame Atuwatse, a certified student from the dynamic hub of intellectual curiosity, Dornuma College. I'm here to strongly propose the motion which says, does celebrity influence have a negative impact on Nigerian youth? Obviously, the evidence is clear. Celebrity influence has a corrosive effect on our young minds, eroding their moral values, promoting irresponsible behaviors, and distracting them from their academic and personal development. Celebrities often use their platform to sell products, promote illegal agendas, and manipulate public opinion, causing a significant damage to one's critical thinking skills. Today, as we delve into this topic, let us not be swayed by the glamour and glitz of celebrity culture. Instead, let us embrace the empirical evidence and explore the ways in which celebrity influence is causing a negative impact on Nigerian youth. First, erosion of our moral values. The celebrity culture perpetuates a value that is antithetical to the moral fabric of our society. The explicit content in movies, music, and social media often promote a culture of violence, promiscuity, and indiscipline, causing a profound impact on Nigerian youth who are vulnerable to the negative influences of celebrity culture. Again, celebrity influence often contributes to the promotion of materialism and consumerism. Many Nigerian celebrities showcase extravagant lifestyles that emphasizes wealth and material possession over character development. The obsession with looks, social media like, and popularity often encourage our young youth to prioritize wealth and fame over their education. One cited example is Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky. He is recognized for promoting materialism, luxurious lifestyle, and a carefree attitude towards the law, encouraging our youth to focus on wealth rather than hard work. A child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel his warmth. Furthermore, celebrity culture often contributes to the glamorization of immorality and irresponsible behaviors. Ladies and gentlemen, the celebrity machine promotes irresponsible behaviors such as substance abuse, criminality, and a general disregard for authority. One good example is Naira Marley, a controversial influencer, a music artist who promotes crime, reckless lifestyle, and lyrics. He has been accused of glorifying cybercrime and illegal actions. His songs and personnel often encourage drug use, sexual immorality, and a carefree attitude towards the law. Notably, his emphasis that school is a scam has discouraged and shattered the mentality of many young minds, whereas he is a master's degree holder in the field of business and financial management from the University of Europe. My dear opponents, how do you expect our youths to develop a strong sense of self-worth and identity when they are constantly bombarded by celebrity cultures of fame and instant gratification rather than discipline and responsibility? In the same vein, celebrity influence often distracts our youth from their education and personal development. Education is the key to unlocking your full potentials, but the infatuation with celebrity culture is a major contributor to the moral decay and social dysfunction among Nigerian youths. The constant stream of celebrity news, gossip, and scandals often consume their attention, leading to poor academic achievement, limited job opportunities, multiplication of deviance in the society, and deficient intellectual growth. On the other hand, celebrity influence often distracts our youth and leads to mental health issues, infidelity, and objectification of partners. Celebrity influence romanticizes toxic relationship behavior, and many young people adopt this negative, unfaithful relationship dynamics as the norm. The pressure to conform with celebrity lifestyle, standards, and expectation often lead to mental health issues like anxiety, depression, cognitive impairment, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, leading to emotional instability and psychological distress. In conclusion, it is clear and evidence has shown that celebrity influence perpetuates a toxic mix of materialism and irresponsible behaviors, eroding our moral values and derailing our potentials. The celebrity worship values appearance over substance. Ladies and gentlemen, we must arise and reclaim our youth from the clutches and influence of celebrity culture in order to protect our future of growth and innovation. Thank you.
Okay, well done. Wow, I felt like we were having an orchestra, you know, with the conducting coming through left, right, back, and center. At some point, I was going to shout, "Right on, Pastor, preach it!" Okay, but yes, we have had the lead speaker going on there from Dornuma College, set the pace amazingly. Now let's make welcome the lead speaker from St. Michael High School.
Good day, Mojito. Panel of judges, Accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ogiame Atuwatse III, representing St. Michael All Secondary School, Sapele. I stand here today to firmly oppose the motion which states that celebrity influence has a negative impact on Nigerian youth. Before I delve into the intricacies of this motion, I would like to define a celebrity. A celebrity is a well-known person, typically in the entertainment industry or other fields, who garners public attention and admiration for their achievements and personality. In Nigeria, we have numerous examples of celebrities who exemplify this definition. They include Funke Akindele, a Nollywood actress who is known for her roles in popular films, especially in the TV series Jennifer's Diary. Another prolific celebrity in Nigeria is Don Jazzy, who is a renowned music producer and entrepreneur, the founder of Marvin Records. Other celebrities include Pet Edochie, the legendary Nollywood actor, Davido, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Genevieve Nnaji, Rita Dominic, Ayomeku, also known as AY, and Omotola Jalade, to mention but a few. Having established the meaning of celebrity, I would like to dive into the concept of celebrity influence. Celebrity influence refers to the power that the celebrity has to affect the opinions, behaviors, and cultural trends of their audience. It is essential to acknowledge that celebrities play a vital role in shaping the cultural landscape of Nigeria. According to a 2022 report by the National Bureau of Statistics, the entertainment industry in Nigeria, led by artists and celebrities, contributes over $1.4 billion to the nation's economy annually. This financial impact underscores how these figures can foster opportunities for our youth. Moreover, surveys have shown that nearly 75% of young Nigerians identify local celebrities as role models, demonstrating their substantial influence on aspirations and behavior. Given this context, we must consider how celebrity culture can motivate and empower our youth, rather than simply viewing it as a source of negative influence. Here are some compelling reasons why I say celebrity influence has no negative impact on Nigerian youth. 1. Inspiration and aspiration. Many Nigerian celebrities have overcome significant challenges to achieve great success, thereby inspiring youth to pursue their dreams. For instance, Burna Boy, a Grammy Award-winning musician, is celebrated not only for his global music fame, but also for his role as a cultural ambassador. Through his powerful lyrics, he promotes Africa's pride and resilience. His active involvement in the NSAS protests illustrates how he uses his platform to advocate for social justice and accountability, inspiring young Nigerians to engage in activism. 2. Social awareness. Celebrities frequently use their platform to advocate for social issues, thereby raising awareness among the youth. Genevieve Nnaji, an award-winning actress and filmmaker, is an influential figure in Nollywood, renowned for her roles in popular films and her efforts in promoting female empowerment. She actively initiates campaigns that support the education and upliftment of women in Nigeria, showcasing how celebrity activism can lead to meaningful societal changes. 3. Fostering entrepreneurial spirit and financial literacy. Celebrities like Don Jazzy, who is a Nigerian record producer and entrepreneur, influences youth positively by fostering entrepreneurial spirit and financial literacy. Don Jazzy's success story is a testament to his entrepreneurial drive and financial savvy. He has built a business empire through his record label Marvin Records and has also invested in various other ventures. Through his entrepreneurial spirit and financial literacy, Don Jazzy influences youth positively by cultivating a culture of entrepreneurship and innovation, promoting financial literacy and responsibility, and also encouraging youths to take calculated risks and pursue their passions. Point number 4. Promoting economic growth and creativity. One other role of celebrities is to promote economic growth and creativity. David Adedeji Adeleke, also known as Davido, is a renowned musician and entrepreneur who is globally recognized for his roles in Afrobeats. He actively initiates educational campaigns, providing scholarship and mentorship opportunities for underprivileged youths. His philanthropic contributions create pathways for many young Nigerians and highlights the potential of celebrity influence to drive community development and economic advancement. To my opponents, are we to disregard this positive impact and solely focus on potential negatives? How do you justify dismissing the significance of celebrities' contribution to education and mentorship? In conclusion, the assertion that celebrities' influence has a negative impact on Nigerian youth is overstated and misguided. It is vital to recognize the multifaceted impact of celebrity influence on Nigerian youth. Instead of labeling celebrity culture as only negative, we should focus on enhancing media literacy among our youths, empowering them to critically evaluate the content they engage with, and also harness the power of celebrities to drive a positive change and promote a brighter future of Nigerian youths. By doing this, we harness the power of celebrities to create a more vibrant, inclusive, and compassionate society that celebrates the diversity and creativity of our young people. Thank you.
Wow, they came ready now, didn't they? Too much steeze and composure and confidence with a sprinkle of dramatization. Oh wow, the lead speakers are on fire. Let's celebrate them. Yep. I don't know, did we plan this thing so the lead speakers are guys and then the support speakers are ladies? What's going on? But we want to see how they're going to pan out right now. Let's welcome the support speaker from Dornuma College.
Celebrities are the opium of the masses, leading Nigerian youth astray with their glamorous lifestyle and superficial values. The influence of celebrity are particularly pernicious as it perpetuates a culture of dependency, narcissism and entitlement, which can be detrimental to one's emotional and psychological well-being. With this I say, good moderator, panels of adjudicators, accurate timekeeper, micro-debaters, distinguished audience and viewers at home. Standing before you is the person of Opiako Scholastica Shoma, a highly certified student from the dynamic hub of intellectual curiosity, Dornuma College. And I am here to strongly propose the motion which says the celebrity influence have a negative impact on Nigerian youth. The influence of celebrity on Nigerian youth is a pervasive and insidious force, spreading like wildfire with negative behaviors, influences and personalities. The constant bombardment of luxurious lifestyle of celebrities in our social media platform, lack of unrealistic expectation and develop inadequacy to our Nigerian youth, which can lead to low self-esteem, depression and even anger. On the other hand, celebrity influence often leads to unrealistic beauty standards. Celebrities now present an image of unrealistic success, making it seem so effortless, instantaneous and very easy. Our social media platform is now flooded with images of celebrities that are often enhanced with filters and cosmetic procedures. And this can really impact our Nigerian youth negatively, with body dissatisfaction with their natural appearances, body dysmorphia and even anxiety. Furthermore, celebrity culture have so compromised our culture. Celebrity influence have often compromised our tradition, norms and values. It has led to poor achievements of academic pursuits and normalization of immoral practices. Celebrated figures in Nigeria are now often seen as being portrayed to the lifestyle of the influence and successful. One cited example is Halib Okikola, popularly known as Possible. Is being identified for his reckless and nonchalant attitude towards the law. He is widely recognized for his lawlessness, promoting violence and public fights. And this has really influenced our Nigerian youth negatively and can promote a culture of defiance and disrespect. In conclusion, we should not be confused by these two words, celebrity and character, because genuine greatness is not measured from the fame and fortune of an individual, but it is by the positive impact they have on the world. We should not be swayed by the glamour and glitch of celebrity culture, but instead focus on building a strong and resilient society where substance are valued over style. Thank you.
Need I say more? I don't know. Do you want me to say something? You have seen it all. I don't know what you want me to say. You see? Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna. Ah! Oh my God! This is the battle of intellectuals, not the Titans that we can see fireworks exploding. Fireworks everywhere. Okay, the support speaker there from Dornuma. Now let's make welcome the support speaker from St. Michael High School. Good day, moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, viewers out there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ilobe Destiny, a student and a representative of St. Michael All Secondary School, Sapele. I am here to oppose and say no to the motion which states that does celebrity influence have a negative impact on Nigerian youths. Celebrity influence is often misunderstood as having a solely negative impact on Nigerian youths. However, I believe that celebrity influence has a profoundly positive impact on young people. Some of the positive impacts of celebrity influence are: 1. Promoting positive values. Many celebrities have used their platforms in promoting positive values such as kindness, empathy, education, social responsibility, many of them that I can't even mention all. Point number 2, speaking against social injustice.
Most celebrities use their influence to speak against social injustice, such as corruption, bribery, corruption, so on and so forth. Point number 3, inspiration and motivation. Celebrities, particularly those who have overcome challenges, stand as a positive role model to young people, inspiring them not to give up but pursue their goals. Point number 4, increase confidence and self-esteem. Exposure to positive messages from celebrities, such as those related to self-love and acceptance, can help to inspire and boost confidence and self-esteem. In conclusion, celebrity influence has so many positive impacts on Nigerian youth, like some that I've mentioned: promoting positive values, increase confidence, and foster a sense of communication through shared experiences and motivation. I hope that with these 3 points of mine, I'll be able to convince you and not to deceive you that celebrity influence has no negative but positive impact on Nigerian youth. Thank you.
You can clap better than that. Wow, these are formidable, articulate. These are warriors. I don't know what you're talking about. They didn't come to play. They came to fight with the power of words and persuasion and clarity. And we are loving it. We are here for it. Let's celebrate them one more time. Wow, that's the way we're celebrating them now? What's going on? What? Okay. All right. Dornuma College and St. Michael High School. We're really ending the debate competition round 2 with a bang. Honestly, I like that this is the last of the schools for this particular session. So we've heard from the lead speakers. We've also heard from the support speakers. And now we're going to hear from our judges, where you have to sit back, relax, and wait for that right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Atlantic TV, culturally inclined and uniquely different.
In memory of Engineer Sir Florence Nigeria. To the glory of God, this library is hereby blessed, commissioned, and declared open for the good of humanity and for the particular betterment of our land here in Delta State through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Akorufoma imeromu ewe mumirawa o uye mama biko meyeri kugbofo uye bo marufe emoruye bo marufe o uye bo marufe emoruye bo marufe o Omamu warumunu viefe Emoru ye mebiko meyeri kugbe Ororu yeru marawane afefe bubu Orowa wivon imegbigbe Uye bo marufe Emoru ye bo marufe Akorufoma imeromu ewe mumirawa o uye mama biko meyeri kugbofo uye bo marufe emoruye bo marufe o uye bo marufe emoruye bo marufe o Omamu warumunu viefe Emoru ye mebiko meyeri kugbe Ororu yeru marawane afefe bubu Orowa wivon imegbigbe Uye bo marufe Emoruye bo marufe
No matter where you go, no place be like home. Iwere, Umukupo tene mare, no place like our home. Iwere, go. Majo magele yo, ogele sa Mommy, where are they?
Alright, my name is Desoka, the comedy catalyst, one of Nigerian comedy.
Alright, guys, back again. Yes, boss. My name is Osh, baby.
Ogiame Atuwatse.
Yeah, what up, people? It's your boy Victor AD.
Girl Ninyola.
My name is my wife, and just celebrity type man.
My papa say, who won't carry cow, waka go, waka follow the cow. I know the life for you.
I see you know you're watching the Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV. Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV.
Informative, educative, interesting, entertaining.
Worldwide, international.
Don't go anywhere, I'll catch you.
Don't touch that die. Atlantic TV. Boom. Atlantic TV. We wanna party.
Atlantic TV. Culturally inclined and uniquely different. Who has got what it takes to wear the intellectual crown? Who will conquer the stage and walk home with the King's Prize? The Ogiame Atuwatse III inter-collegiate quiz and debate competition moves into the next phase, and the prize has just doubled. Now the debate champion will take home a jaw-dropping 10 million naira. Likewise, the quiz winner, a mind-blowing 10 million naira. And if we have a single winner in both categories, the winner takes home all 20 million naira. The Ogiame Atuwatse III intercollegiate quiz and debate competition is not just a contest, it is the clash of brilliance, strategy, and determination. The fire is on.
Don't miss out on exciting news, events, and more. Stay connected by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV.
The Ogiame Atuwatse III Intercollegiate Quiz and Debate Competition is proudly presented by the Office of the Sole Representative of the Olu of Warri to the NMPCL in conjunction with Cora Care Foundation, and proudly sponsored by Rokotech Integrated Services Nigeria Limited and Ale Innovative Nigeria Limited. Ruth Gender Foundation. Media partners Atlantic Media and TV Group, Cora Radio, Prime Gossip Gazette, and Udeoyokoro TV. The Ogiame Atuwatse III Intercollegiate Quiz and Debate Competition.
Session. What a showdown for the final stage of the Ogiame Atuwatse III Intercollegiate Quiz and Debate Competition, round 2, knockout stage. Wow! Great! The brilliant minds that have been here. My goodness, it's been such a wow-woo type of moment going on here, you know, with all the contestants and the debaters having us at the edge of our seats. But right now we're transitioning nicely from the battlefield and the battleground. We're going to the judgment seats to find out what our distinguished panel of judges have got to say. We're eager to hear their thoughts. Judges, the floor is yours.
Wow. What a way to end today. It was fireworks both ways. Both team came prepared and they delivered. I have my reservation about the celebrity influence, but St. Anthony made me understand that we have St. Michael rather made me understand that we actually have negative, positive influence that the celebrity bring, and that was really insightful, giving us life examples, people we can relate with. That was really impressive.
Well, good performance, brilliant presentation by both schools. It's commendable. So, but just to add to what we heard a while ago, because of your presentation, somebody talked about celebrity increasing the revenue level of the economy at the state level, at the federal level. But I don't know whether the government has at any time stated it in its IGR, internally generated revenue. What I mean, if it's a source of revenue, it should be obvious enough, and of course it should be noted by either the local government, the state government, or the federal government. Anyway, it's just an opinion. You've done well. Thank you for coming.
Do I remain to be a teacher or a celebrity? After what I heard today, I don't know what to become. You know, one thing I tell people, looking inward helps you support them. And you have two celebrities in this house that you could use as an example against your opponent. Especially when you were talking about something. You went too far away. Deborah Chemist, this standing here, lovely example. I happen to be one. You forgot about us, which would have scored point for you, but you decided to go to the top ones there. Well, anyway, it could all be due to anxiety. Also, I don't think both schools were kind of fair or balanced in their debate. I think when you're balanced a little bit, it helps, and that's where accuracy comes in. I think I'm too hard on being a celebrity. That's why I'm dodging not being a celebrity. I want to remain a teacher. But the other one was able to bring us up. But like I said, when you look inward, it helps a lot. Fantastic speakers. You know, you emphasized your point. And I would like to say here that the things celebrities do at times can be very wrong. Especially when it comes to fashion. It's for them. It's not for us. It's not for the youths to copy. You don't need to copy everything that you see someone wear. Teachers, over to you to check. Parents, you're there to also check your children. Thank you.
Wow, okay, we've heard it from the judgment seat, or should I say the judgment throne. Who is going to enter kingdom? Okay, we love each and every one of you. Let's celebrate them one more time. Dornuma College, St. Michael High School, well done, well done. Just before I reveal the results, real quick, do you have any celebrity crush, you know, that inspires you, that you admire, that... Etienne? No! Chama? No! Not even one? Are you serious? You're really against the motion now, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, how about you, Destiny? Okay, who's that person?
There are many of them, but an example is Funke Akindele.
The actress.
Funke Akindele.
Yes, Jennifer, why do you love her?
I love the way she portrays her role in all her movies. She like educates us. She educates us the way she acts her role in all her movies.
Okay, all right, nice. Zamir?
Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen? Whoa! Okay, do you like football? You play football, so you want to become a footballer now? A celebrity footballer. You know, some footballers are not celebrities. Some of them are celebrities, so you want to be the one that is. Wow, wow. I saw you getting in there, you know, you just busting one or two, which is nice. All right, let's celebrate them. One more to go. We're not done yet, okay? So just in case. You'd be like this like all day. Girl, what's going on, girl? Losing up, calm down. I believe that your principal probably is watching right now. If you had a few words, a message to him or her, what would it be? Otiain?
I would like to thank my principal, Mr. Samson Egeneji, for his mind-blowing opportunities and also for his encouragement. Encouragement is an oxygen to the soul. And Mr. Samson has really helped me. He has imbibed a culture of dedication, hard work, and commitment in me. And I want to thank him for this opportunity and this privilege. God bless you, sir.
Wow. Are you jotting these things down? Do you say oxygen to the soul? Which one is that again? Okay, Chioma, go ahead.
I would like to tell my principal that thank you very much, because without his consent to come here, we wouldn't have been here. And he has really helped our moral status.
So your morale is high now. You're now a celebrity, right? Okay, nice. Over to you. Destiny and Demir, go ahead.
I would like to say thank you to my principal. I want to say thank you to her for giving us this opportunity to be here to participate in this competition, because there are so many other students in this school, but they picked us to participate in the competition. So I want to say thank you for the opportunity.
Aww. You didn't add the name of your principal. What's the name of your principal?
Mrs. Joy Bassi.
Mrs. Joy Bassi, that's a shout out to you. Okay, Demir.
I want to say thank you to Mrs. Joy Bassi
for our disciplinary roles in making us to be here today. If not for you, I don't think that I will have the confidence and self-esteem to stand here today and face this audience.
Wow.
But thank you so much, ma.
Thank you, ma. Let me say Mingo on behalf of all of them. Okay, so we're very grateful to the inspiration that we've had, both behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, just for the students, the participants, the debaters, you know, even the teachers. Can we celebrate the teachers who have been busting it out? They are the real celebrities. I know, right? Okay, we also celebrate our dearly beloved politicians. You know, no offense at all. Okay, but it's been an amazing, what a way to end the debate round, you know, round 2, as a matter of fact, for the Ogiame Atuwatse III inter-collegiate quiz and debate competition. Now it's time for me to unveil the results in 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1. Drums rolling. Okay, let's hear it. Now for St. Michael High School, they came through with a total of 42 points. And then for Darnuma College, they totaled 44 points. Wow, they have been added to the list of those who are graduating and moving to round 3. Congratulations. Wonderful. Okay, so a quick rundown, because we started off with 64 schools, and then now for second round we have 32 schools. For those who are going to third round, that will be 16 schools that are still engaged for the competition. So a very warm shout out to all our winners and congratulations to them in no particular order. Please let's celebrate them as I make mention of their names. St. Anthony Group of Schools. We also have City of Wisdom Model School, Rise International School, Our Savior Group of Schools, Wingate Model Schools, Bumi Schools, Best Group of Schools, Delta Secondary School, Federal Government College, Bench Hill Schools, Cambridge International School, Elevado Schools, Christ the Redeemer Prime Seed College, Egbokodo Secondary School, Eagle Might International School, and finally Darnuma College. Well done, well done. It's beautiful to watch. And just like that, we have wrapped it up. We have drawn the curtains for the second round, the knockout stage, debate edition for the Ogiame Atuwatse III intercollegiate quiz and debate competition. Thanks to all the organizers, our sponsors, and our partners. We're super grateful for the Olu of Warri, through which this debate is powered, the Office of the Olu of Warri and liaison to NNPCL, also Rucotech Integrated Nigerian Services Limited. We also have Ale Innovative, Cora Care Foundation, and Root Gender Foundation. 10 million naira is at stake for the winner for the debate. And of course, for the quiz, we also have 10 million naira, which is a whooping sum of 20 million naira. And then an extra going on there for the best female participant for courtesy of Root Gender Foundation. They're having 2 million naira going on there. So if it's one girl who is coming through for quiz and for debates, and she's also shining through as the best female participant, she gets 22 million naira. Are you gonna clap or you're gonna clap? Yes, that's fantastic. This is innovative, this is creative. We're making history together, and we're changing the dynamics of what happens on the education front. Thank you so much to our main energetic, thrilling, and very engaging audience. Warm round of applause to you. Thanks to our judges for their intelligence, their brilliance, their wisdom, their fairness. Put your hands together. It's been an amazing one, right? And of course, to the debaters, every single one of them that have come through, they all came through with their A game from the beginning up until now. Let's celebrate the brilliant minds. Okay, but the stakes are getting even higher. It's higher, 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 going up to the high places. We're going up. It's getting more intense. So you have to brace up, you have to prepare, and you have to come. So of your troops, on the next round, you can say, I came, I saw, I spoke, I delivered, I conquered at the end of the day. We're rooting for each and every one of you. Remember, if you feel like you're losing out at this point in time, you're not a failure. Here we don't fail. We always learn. Champions have always had their sessions of defeat, you know, where they felt down and out, felt like they weren't worth it, felt like, oh my God, I don't think I can go on anymore. But you have to pick yourself up again. That's what champions do, you know, and rise and shine. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep winning. It's been such an utmost pleasure and honor to be your host and moderator for the competition. My name is Rejoice Debekeme. Until next time, roses are red, violets are blue. I would not miss the next round if I were you. Adios, my friend.
The Ogiame Atuwatse III Inter-Collegiate Quiz and Debate Competition is proudly presented by the Office of the Sole Representative of the Olu of Warri to the NNPCL in conjunction with Cora Care Foundation, and proudly sponsored by Rucotech Integrated Services Nigeria Limited and Ale Innovative Nigeria Limited. Ruth Gender Foundation. Media partners Atlantic Media and TV Group, Cora Radio, Prime Gossip Gazette, and Ugeoyokoro TV.